A big GM to all of you out there today. Let's look at the latest with Binance potentially one major final FUD piece away. And let's see what the markets are saying to us right about now. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel and we're going to jump straight on in. So Bitcoin has been in this range since the 21st of June. This has now lasted a total of 25, moving into 26 days here. And the actual range on Bitcoin price is somewhere in the region of 4.5% to 5%, wherever you take this from. But from the range that I've marked out here, it's around 4.5% there. So not a huge amount of movement here. It does feel like the eternal range for Bitcoin. And I'm sure we will see a resolution in a not too distant future, because typically we don't spend this long of a time frame in one particular spot, but it has felt like quite a while here. Now, why do I think there could be one final FUD piece here? Well, everyone's expecting maybe a DOJ case against Binance to drop. There's been a few bits of, crumbs around Binance recently, and even this, the fake out above the range high here with the XRP successful lawsuit against the SEC for this not to sustain and rally and continue onwards was a little bit of a surprise here. And the fact we've just come back down into the range lows yet again, and we're still hovering around here, does seem like maybe some insiders do know something is on the horizon, and maybe we do have that final FUD piece before we can break out of this range. So in my mind, that is kind of what is happening right about now. And if we just look at some of the latest news here, Binance have laid off yet another 1,000 members of staff. So this is a continuation of some things that have happened early in the year where they have been slowly but surely reducing the staffing costs. And it says this has taken place particularly in the customer service area and heavily focused on their Indian customer service representatives. And it says before this latest slash, there were an estimated 8,000 on the headcount of Binance. They reduced their staff back on May 31st by around 20%. So HR costs coming down here. Of course, they have the SEC case against them still ongoing. And as I mentioned, potentially a DOJ case is what a lot of speculators are suggesting will happen next. But recently, Binance was ordered to cease operations in Belgium, failed to obtain a license in the Netherlands, and also denied a custody license in Germany and lost its Euro banking partner, all within the last 30 days. So in terms of running a business, if you've lost quite a substantial bit of market there, it would make sense that you need to reduce your employee count. If you've got less customers to serve, it doesn't take much of a genius to work out, to operate a successful business, reduce headcount when times are tough. Now over on coinalyze.net, we can see this. The open interest on Binance is creeping up. That is the BNB token here, the proxy bet against Binance or for Binance, whichever way you are shaping things up. Funding rate as well, getting increasingly more negative. As we can spot here on these funding rates, specifically on Binance Exchange there, and the likes of Bybit and Huobi and OKX as well. So maybe there is some knowledge behind the scenes that something is coming. Maybe this week we're going to get a notification that Binance has got some additional troubles or some legal battle to actually fight more formally. And Ansem did post this just earlier, so a bit of common sense here. So their user activity and user numbers are down because it's a bear market, of course. There's known upcoming litigation with the SEC, which they'll need capital for as well. And he quotes, people are saying they must be cutting costs for other reasons than CZ is hiding because Bitcoin went up. He says, do you even dress yourselves in the morning, guys? So look, if you have a major battle on your hands, you've got some legal cases to take care of, you've got a load of FUD coming your way, cut costs, conserve capital, and use what you do have to fight these major cases, as these are going to be huge lawsuits in the history of Binance here. Binance, of course, has survived so many attacks and FUD pieces over the years, and so this is probably just another one of those. So I wouldn't get too spooked by this. And if this does serve up a bit of a dip in the market, that will be an opportunity, as it does seem that crypto is very much bullish from this stage forward. BlackRock, global liquidity, all those things in our favor at this point in time. I think it is one of the most sensible points in time to actually be highly bullish on crypto, considering some of the price levels we are at. And so that is my stance on things right about now. Let's jump into some more charts and data. So Tech Dev posted this one, building on top of Raoul Pal's everything code to do with liquidity. He says it doesn't even look like it's the halving that's causing the major Bitcoin rips. Clever if Satoshi tried to line this up. It's a liquidity cycle world, he says, and Bitcoin lives within it. So down here on this line here, this is the total global liquidity when it goes up and starts to really break above this 20 MA. So this is a moving average on a 20-week, as denoted by these yellow dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, and potentially there's a fifth here behind my head somewhere just down here. They're lining up with increases in Bitcoin price, which go through these bit of parabolic trends to the upside. So overall, this chart denotes as global liquidity increases, Bitcoin as a high beta play to this increases on a crazy amount. We know this already. If there is spare capital in the world, people move this into the more extreme areas of the markets, into the high risk, high rewards, risk assets, as everyone likes to call them, and Bitcoin and the crypto markets more broadly are net beneficiaries of this. So this is an interesting chart to look at and just see how this lines up with increasing global liquidity on this kind of 3 to 5 year scale. This is actually showing, and he plugs in these yellow dots as move confirmations, the breaks above the 20 MA there. So do check that out on his channel over here on Twitter, because he's just suggesting here that this is just breaking above the 20 MA yet another time, and so this is the beginning of a new bull trend here for Bitcoin, and I would have to agree with that. Let's look at some of the biggest winners here just to see what the market is saying to us. 1 inch is the biggest gainer, a 47% rip on a top 100 asset. That is pretty damn impressive here. 1 inch definitely now racking up at least 2 inches off the back of this pump. Now this is a Dex aggregator, so I wonder if there's a bit of a trend in the market here with Dex aggregators. Let's check out another one. Hera Financier is this one pumping like crazy, up around 7%. Decent pump there off Hera. And RVF, the Rocket Exchange, is another popular new upcoming Dex aggregator as well. So Rocket Exchange is up quite considerably there as well. I think this has pumped quite a bit over the last few days. As you can see, yeah, it has absolutely melted face there. So these are DEXs that are getting a bit of a rip here. So a movement away from centralized exchange to decentralized exchange lines up nicely with the news as well. And essentially with something like RVF here, you can actually trade on Binance effectively, as they can pull liquidity from Binance pairs and serve you on their decentralized exchange. So you've got access to all the exchanges through something like RVF. Quite an interesting tool in the crypto space. So you can see when there's a big major mover in the market, some of these beta plays are also moving along with it. Very interesting. We've also got Tether here. I did notice this one earlier. If we just go to the market cap of Tether and we can pull this out to a max, you can see Tether's market cap as of late has started to tick up yet again. If we just look at a more micro scale here over the last 30 days, you can see it's considerably ticking up here. So from around 83 bill, it's now sat around 83.664. So $664 million worth of Tether has entered circulation over the last 30 days. That is no small apples. And typically when this does tick up and there's more dollars entering circulation into the crypto space, this is bullish for Bitcoin and other cryptos more broadly as well. So something to keep a track on here. USDT increasing. We've also got fear and greed, still pretty damn bearish. The timeline is very much split right now. A lot of people think we are about to nuke, and on the more bearish side, people are suggesting we're going to get some crazy downside action. We haven't broken out of the range as we saw at the start of the video, and I do quite like it when sentiment is oftentimes bearish, but the price isn't really reflecting too much of a bearish bias in the market right now. And if you just look at some of the altcoin charts, a lot of them haven't really moved all that much, but we are starting to see some altcoins really break out of their ranges and leave their deep value territories. So do be aware of that. If you haven't started to collect some of your favorite bags and you think they are super cheap right now, all it takes is a couple of daily candles and the price may be 2x up, and then you're wondering why the hell you haven't bought more of said token. So don't be left too sidelined in these conditions. Now, one to bring up here is Yolo Nolo. So a bit of a meta in the market right now is Unibot, the ability to trade. Wow, $62 here. This thing just does not stop pumping. So Unibot is allowing you to trade on Uniswap directly through Telegram, and it has some quite aggressive fee structure that goes back to the actual holders of the token, which is very nice. Again, a movement away from centralized exchange, Binance, to more decentralized avenues. Now, but a beta play to this is the equivalent of Unibot essentially, but on Discord, not Telegram, and that is going to be Yolo Nolo, powered by Hero Network over on Solana. All the trades take place via the Solana network. Using Hero's liquidity pools, you can do spot trades, leverage trades, and even have options as well. The market cap of this is still under $1 million, which is pretty crazy. Tradable over on Radium right now. And it is this one here, the Yolo Nolo coin. But what they're doing right now is having a token swap. So the actual token itself, even though the protocol will reside on Solana, the token, they're moving over to Ethereum. So the majority of degen traders and on-chain traders are on ETH, not SOL. And so I think this is a sharp move to obviously stimulate more demand for the token itself. And so what they're doing is having a rebrand from YOLO into NOLO. So if you buy on the Solana chain right now, you then take your tokens, unlock them via this next screen that I'll show you in just a sec. And then on TGE, which will be the end of this month, you'll receive your NOLO at the conversion rate plus a bonus if done within a specific time frame. So this may be a little bit of alpha in the market for you right about now. I do own some YOLO. I need to convert mine today after this video. I was away on vacation last week for my birthday, got a bit fucked up over in Ibiza, very good time. And now we're back to the grind set here and we have some stuff to do. So this will be one of the things I need to do today, convert my YOLO into NOLO. And as they say, the NOLO perp trading bot will continue to operate and settle on Sol, leveraging its ultra fast throughput messaging and extremely low cost structure. But NOLO will have different tokenomics to the YOLO token with just a 4,444,444 token total circulation for NOLO. It was 8,888,000,000,000 and all the eights over on Sol under the YOLO token. So the conversion rate is 2 million to 1. Then when this thing goes live and starts trading, there will be a buy and sell tax as per Unibot's structure as well. So as you can see, this is going to be a beta play to Unibot, and this is a very interesting thing that we haven't really seen capture the imagination of crypto Twitter before, trading via your social channels. So this is a Discord bot you can enable in your own server. So this is the interface. So say you buy some over on Radium Dex, you then connect your Phantom wallet, for example, input your ETH address where you want to have the new tokens airdrop to you at the TGE, which is the end of the month. Type in how many of these YOLO you're trying to convert across. So in my case, it'll be all of them at once. And then click on lock YOLO down there. And at TGE, they will airdrop you the corresponding amount of the NOLO token. So think about it, Unibot is trading at a $62, $63 million market cap right now. Of course, it has an established product, but NOLO potentially going to be a big rival to this, powered by the Solana ecosystem via Discord, and it's trading at a 1/63rd of that right about now. So this could be a good beta play to get involved with, not financial advice, just showing you what I'm doing today here in the crypto world. Then here we have Team Kujira posting a new total value locked all-time high, around $13.6 million. I think it hit just earlier. It has poked and hit a new all-time high after eclipsing some of the values hit back here at the start of June. So it is pushing up yet again. And if you know about the TVL on Kuji, it does mean higher staking rewards for the Kuji token holders. And as TVL has started to pump, the price of the token has also pumped. So there was a deep value situation over the start of this month, coming down to low 70-cent region. Had a few DMs about this, people asking, is it a good time to buy? Of course, no financial advisor here, but I said anything below this kind of blue line is deep value in my opinion, and it has been bought up subsequent to this here. And there were some few big wicks here as well, as people have, established some decent sized bags here over the last couple of days. So just to hit on the point here, if you see tokens in deep value territories right now, they are getting bought up. Some of the things on my watch list have now gone up a few multiples beyond what I thought were the deep value territories. The market is ticking bullish. Early investors here are getting the edge over those who are going to remain sidelined for too long. So do be aware, if we don't get any major flushes, you're going to have to buy a lot of these bags quite a bit higher in the not too distant future, in my humble opinion. Now in tomorrow's video, I want to do a Solana airdrop hunting video. There's a load of protocols on Solana in their DeFi landscape that have not yet got tokens launched, but are likely to have them, thus potential airdrop hunts available. I think this is a really good idea due to the fact all the consensus airdrop opinions are over Twitter all the time. People are always saying, look, this is the next major airdrop. likelihood is if there's 1,000 tweet threads about something, the airdrop of these things are going to be pretty shit. And maybe you're just going to get a bit of a pittance and nothing really substantial. But not too many people are probably looking at the Solana ecosystem. A lot of people hate the Solana ecosystem more broadly, which is pretty hilarious. And so I think there could be a major opportunity in this. So in tomorrow's video, let's go through some of these DeFi protocols that are launching, have already launched, don't have tokens, that kind of stuff. Let's play with them, see what they're like, and potentially be rewarded handsomely for doing so. A low cost venture, just takes some time to go through these kind of things, but we'll do a bit of a guide tomorrow, and I hope to see you there for that. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Major push now here through the remainder of this bull market into 2024, the halving. 2025 is going to be freaking crazy. Make sure we sell our bags then and look forward to maybe another bear market in 2026. But all gas, no brakes on this channel from this point forward. I have no vacations lined up until the very end of this year now. So let's just absolutely get it, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.